What's going on, everybody? It's Childish back out of the game, coming at you with another video for Summoners War Chronicles. And in today's video, we're going to do yet another account update, 6 weeks pushing into the game here, and finish off the video with just a small amount of suns. Because as you guys know, if you guys have been checking the game, we recently got a free Transcendence scroll for the holiday season. So we're going to pop that alongside a couple of mystical scrolls and event scrolls that we got. So yeah, we're going to get that done here in a little bit. But that being said, though, again, as you guys know, every 2 weeks or so, I try to update you on where we're at with regards to our progression and a couple of things that I kind of learned along the way. Some of the things that I've been kind of picked up on my own, but more so been picking up from the community that's been helping me out over the last 6 weeks here. So I want to share their knowledge so that you can, get the jump on the game if you are happen to be new or maybe just, something you didn't pick up down the road. So kind of getting back to my account here. I think at the previous 2 weeks that we hit up here, we were right around 295K. Now at about 320K. I don't have my strongest team here, but if I put my strongest, Nat 5 setup that I got going on, I'm basically at about, I think, 325-ish or so. I'm not even really sure right now. Let's take a look here. So 323, 225, somewhere around the vicinity. So again, comparison to most people around this this level and whatnot, this experience, I would say I'm a little above, a little below average here, and for good reasons. Again, some of the reasons that I actually touched about in the previous video, talking about, making the progression, making the, commitment to investing into the materials for the enchantments of the runes, the enchantments of the, the weapons here for the summoner and whatnot here. I've been getting a couple of weapons here now that I can clear Naraka, White Castle and all that stuff here, but we have not really been able to maximize on it. As you guys can see, I'm literally putting just random, gems on my stuff here, just to fill in the gap here, but I haven't, truly maximized and put like the actual specific stats that I'm really gunning for here. And the thing about for me that I've kind of learned along the way is that even though you can kind of min-max and make the changes that you want to, you already know that we're going to be constantly making improvements on it. So I can't really justify investing into a specific kind of stat for a specific kind of monster or this and that, whatever. If I know down the road, this is going to be changed, real quick. As you guys know, Naraka, gives us a break with some 4-star items. And as you guys can see, we're sitting here with a 1-star to 2-star. So right now, my commitment is just essentially, use what I got, throw a couple of gems and crises on the side, because at the end of the day, I'm looking for bonuses for the specific high-end dungeons that are available to me. And then down the road, once we start getting to the nitty-gritty and starting to really like fine-tune all the, equipment that, we're probably going to keep for a fairly long time here, then I'll go ahead and do that. And, like I said, just invest into it as I see fit here. But as far as the overall account goes, one of the big reasons why I'm still like 323, I'm not like 350, 360, is some of the things that a lot of people have been preaching about, getting free stuff here. One of the big things is my elemental dungeons, celestial dungeons, and focusing on those bonus stages. Even though I can clear stage 15, I could probably clear a little bit more. I think I'm still right around like stage 27. No, even lower, 24. Okay, so like 25, 26, 25. Even though I've cleared 50 stages, I have not cleared the challenges up until this point, for the simple reason that the fact that they're tedious. It's ridiculous, but I respect it because it's just one of those things that, when you play these kind of games, you have to put in the time to get it done. So again, if you guys are one of those people out there that, just basically order your way up here, but didn't go back to clear the challenges, you have to get it done so that you can get your research in, get these adjustments here. Again, I just recently put some improvements in, and I got like 3K power, which doesn't seem like a lot, but if that 3K power makes or breaks the level of where you get a combat bonus for a specific stage, that is, outrageously important. Now, everybody should be getting a fairly good bonus over time here, because the recent change in the Path of Adventure, as you guys know, Path of Adventure doesn't have any daily bonuses now. All the dungeons here are essentially at that bonus level. So every single dungeon here now is at that legendary, cap if you haven't had the chance to do it. So as you guys can see, there's a couple of them that are complete, some of them that I haven't really worried about, because ultimately I'm looking for specific runes for my units here, and that's what I've been focusing on. But that being said, though, I am at the point where I can essentially auto every single level 14, and I can essentially semi-auto or kind of manual stage 15s on various ones that I've been focusing on. So that's really good. That's what I'm happy about. And yeah, hopefully, I can get a little bit more combat power, so I can just kind of work on the auto and start burning my Path of Growth tickets here. I was gonna say, so again, one more thing to kind of point out here. I know you guys already know this here, but I just want to put it out there. Subjugation, these equipments here, please make sure that you guys are paying attention to which ones you can utilize for equipment or like materials for regards to your professions versus not, because I see a lot of people getting rid of stuff here that they don't realize that they're going to be using down the road. And again, I want to put it out there because when it comes to the profession, this is, to me, this is one of those things that, even though it's, like I said, it's like tedious or whatnot, it's a pain in the butt. It's one of those things that you really need to put some investment into, because at the end of the day, it just makes things so much easier for you. And I want to make sure I got the attention of the free-to-play community out there, because I'll tell you right now, if you're a part of the free-to-play community and you're not sitting, with a lot better resources than we currently got right now, you're missing out. Simply put, this game makes it fairly easy to get yourself, the fair few levels here, but without question, the cooking aspect of this game here, this is one of the things that you can essentially like level up faster than everything else. And why is that? Because I'm sure you guys know by now, but I want to put it out there for the random 1 or 2 people out there that haven't really looked into it. When it comes to the guild shop, getting into a guild, investing into it, doing the contribution to get yourself the guild coins here, one of the cool things that you can do in the guild shop is purchase the promotion support box. So the promotion support box for cooking is the resources needed to basically clear out that level. So literally, if you wanted to go ahead and start into this game and invest your first 1,000 guild coins into getting the promotion support box, you can get that, and you can use the material to literally put right into the promotion and clear it out. Now, one of the things you're going to point out, and one of the things you're going to see is that I never got the box 1 and box 2 because I did those manually. And then once I realized what was going on, I bought 3 and bought 4 and went from there. Now that of course, there was a little bit of time down the road, and then you can see right now I bought 5, but I didn't buy 5, but I bought 6. Well, here's the deal. What had happened is that I clicked the wrong box thinking it was the one that I needed versus not. And so even though I'm actually like moving into level 6, I need the support box 5. I clicked the wrong box. I bought 6, so now I literally have to wait until I get it. So don't make that mistake. But you definitely want to. I think this is a good investment early on in the game because of the exchange center and the things that can be had as far as your initial like resources you could collect. As you guys know, everybody's familiar with the exchange center, right? This is the marketplace, the ability for you to take the resources that you get into the game, turn it into rehealed, or thereby turn it into crystals if you want to sell the rehealed as well. And most people when they jump into this game and they see the different items and the question mark went up, they're like, oh, okay, so my goal is to take all these super unique rare weapons, sub weapons, accessories, and sell them to the people out there. But to me, one of the biggest things that people are missing out is the materials and the consumables. The materials, certain things that you need that may be a little bit more rare to get, or maybe just a little bit more time consuming. You'd be surprised as to how many you can collect on the way when you're mining or gathering specific things, or ultimately some of the things that you can make with these raw materials here that sell really, really well. Now I'm going to look around here. I don't recall which one it was here, but there's a couple of items, right? There's a couple of items. I think one of the ones that I used to make was the bass soup, and I tell you right now, there's a couple of things here that have obviously changed over time, but right now bass soup's down to 1900. But there was a point in time where I was making bass soup like mad crazy because of the fact that this pepper here costs little to nothing when it comes to the raw resources. And this is something, largemouth bass, like any other fishes out there, is something that you can essentially farm overnight by buying a grip of bait, buy it and just farm 6, 7, 8 hours here, get hundreds of fish, and then make the product, use a little bit of gold to do it, and then get it back in the rehealed, and thereby returning the crystals, or buy various things that you need here. So again, this is just one of many things out there. The various types of foods that you can make for people, the various types of the different types of craft materials that you can get. I think like for me, rune enhancement stones, I always have a ton of this because we get to that point where we're sitting here auto farming specific areas for repeat quests and getting 4-star runes and whatnot here. You sell all those runes, you get the rune enhancement stones, you just get a grip of stuff that you can thereby sell and do. And I tell you what, it doesn't matter how many of these are on the market right now, I still to this day keep on selling them. And while it can be only a little bit, like 2k rehealed here, 3k rehealed there, 5k rehealed there, It's all little in comparison to what's currently on the market, what I'm looking for, but all those stuffs add up over time. I kid you not, fam. If you guys remember a few weeks ago, I had literally 30,000 crystals. A good chunk of them came from the events here, but the other half, the other 15,000, came from basically just, recycling resources throughout this game here. So I got to put it out there because there's always somebody that's not taking advantage of every single aspect that's available to you. I was one of those people, and I don't want you guys to miss out. If you're super hyper focused on trying to just, sell weapons or whatnot because you think that's the big money because those things sell for whatever, 40,000, 100,000, 250,000 per heal. Don't so much focus on those. Focus on the stuff that you can invest into that don't really cost too many resources that you can put up in there. You got abundance of it. There's a couple of raw materials that are, rare to mine that maybe that specific one you may not have a lot of, but maybe it's not too expensive on here. You can take that alongside all the other infinite resources you have, combine something in your consumables and resell it for a good amount of money because it's super, important. Again, food that improves the raw stats of a player, food that provides, a crit rate bonus for your monster, for your summon or whatever. There's some things that I can't tell you everything right now, obviously, but there are certain things out there that are super popular. That if you're keeping up with, your family, your friends, your guildmates, your websites, like Reddits and stuff like that, the popular stuff that people get all the time, that's super important to kind of consider because at the end of the day, the market is there for you to take advantage of. If you have the time to do it, and if you guys are not taking advantage of this on a regular basis, you are definitely missing out here. So again, take big notice on investing into like I said, your units, the grindstones, the enchantments. Keep on working on that. Take advantage of the exchange center when you can. Make sure that you're working on your Spire of Ascension. Don't let that one slide by the wayside. And you just continually do your events that you can obtain. The expeditions, the battlefields, the RTA, all that stuff needs to be done as much as possible because it is free resources at the end of the day, especially the battlefield. Holy cow. Even though it's still not perfect and there's still issues and this and that, whatever, as far as like the targeting, this and that, it is still without question one of the best resources to get, your Sky Stones right now. So definitely make sure that you are, jumping in there, getting it done, and just, like I said, not missing out here. I feel bad because there's a lot of resources that are constantly getting missing out day in and day out because of the fact that it's, it's just not, it's just hard to, get everything done, So if you're like me that constantly plays, another game like Sky Arena and, doing this and you're like, I only can do this because I'm doing auto. Like, yeah, sure, you can do auto, but there's a lot of things you can do auto on the side that you can get done, knock out, and not even realize it. Speaking of which, before I get into summons, the big thing that we did not mention on one of Baker's videos, and for those who don't know, Baker's Goods is the person that we have been in contact here that's literally been 200 to 300K more CP than everybody else in the general average. When you had 200K CP, he had 400K CP. When you had 250 CKP, he had 500K CP. And one of the things that we point out in the previous video, the expedition, super important. Getting the clears, doing your 50. I wake up, I do the process of everything I need to do, and I get my auto farming done, I get my 50 done here. But one of the things that I did not realize in the special expedition that he did not point out, or we forgot to point out here, forgot to mention, is that when you refresh this, right? Sometimes when you refresh a specific dungeon with crystals, you get one entry or 3 entry or whatever like that for repeats. In this specific special expedition, if you refresh this with whatever crystals it costs, it gives you 50 entries. So when everybody else was doing this, 2, 3, 4 times down the road, and maybe a couple of people that paid attention to this expedition, maybe they were doing it 20, 30, 40, 50 times. He was doing this 200 times every single day, doing the refreshes here because the amount of resources that he got when he was able to auto farm it, the runes that he gets, the research logs that he gets, all this stuff here, all this stuff paid dividends to him to improve his overall stats, his overall CP, and that's the key point here. Again, you're just like, wow, well, that's a lot of crystals, Childish. Yeah, I can't really refresh it all that time. Well, that's the thing. Getting back to what we were talking about, the exchange center, taking those, raw materials, making certain things, selling it for reheal, taking it reheals, turning it into crystals, so you can constantly get those crystals coming in as a free-to-play player, and then reinvest it into the game that improves your overall combat power to make everything, make it so that you could do this all super easy. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Okay, so hopefully some of that is able to help you out. I just every single, like, not a day goes by, not a day goes by where I do not learn something about this game that I'm just like, oh my gosh, like we gotta stop and just make a video, and go with the flow here. So again, something to point out. I'm sure you guys are wondering why in the world I'm still working on Segment. Segment, I still need Awaken 10, and Segment is one of my main 3 units that I have been, kind of focusing on here. I'm trying to think overall right now, as far as my regular team comp, Bastet, Segment, and Helia are the main units that I utilize. Kroa is obviously a main unit that I utilize for regards to doing speed runs and stuff like that. Outside of that, I just got random units that I've kind of built up over time. As far as like knights go, I've been messing around with the Fire Panda. Shouts out to Gregonaut one time for giving the insight on that. I have Wind Vagabond built. I've been enjoying him. He's one of the units that I kind of built on the fly. And for elemental dungeons that I've been enjoying here, he's actually done really, really well. And then outside of that, just random units that I need for specific dungeons, the Lulus and Karambits and stuff like that. All that stuff you just kind of build on the side. Nothing super crazy. The main few are the ones that I already mentioned here, and I've just been like hyper focusing on those so I can just improve my overall combat power. So I'm looking to do that new dungeon, the new CO dungeon. Still haven't gotten into that because I got to finish requests, but yeah, overall really, really happy with the game thus far. Obviously, it has the pros and cons and stuff like that, but overall the game has impressed me more so than I thought it would. So yeah, right now we have I have 2 days left on this this Desert Queen event. Definitely not going to smash any crystals to go ahead and summon it. I'm gonna go ahead and wait, despite the fact that you can get I can get those crystals recycled here. I'm definitely gonna wait because I only need 6 more to get my guaranteed one here. And then, down the road, I'll probably move on over to the oracles. I'm sure everybody knows by now, all the oracles, absolutely amazing. But without question, Juno is the #1 oracle, one of the strongest units in the meta right now. So if you guys are like, you know what, I have my summons, I'm looking to summon, who should I go for? Obviously do your own research, because at the end of the day, maybe one of these specific oracles will provide literally what you need for your specific composition. If you're just looking to pick up a unit here and you're like, you know what, I'm looking for a good unit that's going to really help me out down the road, Juno is definitely one that has been highly recommended to take in, definitely worth investing in. And I currently have like 10 to 11 Devilmon right now that I could put on my Fire Panda or some other unit out there. But with what I'm looking for, with what I need as far as utility goes right now, there's no other unit that would really benefit me outside of a Juno right now. So I'm kind of waiting to go ahead and get this, segment done. And then I'll probably invest into this one and see if I can get lucky and get it done here. By the way, did do a summoning session for the community here and did a Splendid Transcendence. Pretty cool look here. Again, as you might have expected, and, it was give you the choice and it gave you an opportunity to look at the stats and take a look at what it provides. So yeah, it was cool. It was a blast. Hopefully down the road we can, pick up something like that and then get it. That's the segment. Oh my God. That's actually sick, man. So, that's actually kind of crazy, because I completely forgot about the fact that the Transcendence scroll gives you that 40% chance for the blessing, which is great, because now I get the Awaken 10 and now I can still finish this out here, get another segment here. So now I think that will take me to Awaken 12. Then after that, I think you need 40 pieces to get Awaken 15, which is crazy, because I never would have thought in a million years, as a minnow, a person that has literally invested little to no money into this game, I'm definitely under $100 in this game here. Not really a lot. It's crazy to think that I can get myself a 5-star unit that's Awaken 15. So super cool. Really excited about that. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Just a quick update, let you guys all know what's going on. And hopefully down the road, for those of you guys that may be watching this currently, or maybe you pick this video up, a week, a month, 2 months, 3 months down the road, hopefully some of this material helped you out. Because yeah, I feel like this is a lot of things that we take a look at, we see it, we take it for granted, or just don't really focus on. And it's the reason why there's a huge gap in overall combat power, overall strength of the people here. Just random things. So much. This game is very complicated. So many things you can forget, and definitely want to point out things as I figure them out here. So again, fam, that's going to be it for the video. I'm looking to take this lovely miss segment here, an extra additional 2k power by getting this Awaken, And now actually I can take her, I could technically take her to Awaken level 10, but I can't do it because gold. Yeah, gold. So again, fam, that's going to be it for the video. I need to take a quick break here so I can get back into these collection challenges and get this done. Get some more gold, some free gold here on some of these things. But outside of that, fam, as always, if you guys are enjoying this content, you all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys all in the next one. Take care.